Okay, so you guys are being recorded now, and so you guys just go ahead and start presenting whenever you're ready. Can any of you juggle while we're waiting? Maybe put on some entertainment?
Can you see the main page right now?
Yes, we can see it. It's great. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was making a joke.
Okay. Yeah. Hello everyone and mates. Today we are introduce our project and the database, which named the BRDB Books and Review database. The first we are introduce our the PHP files, which integrated with graphical user interface and the database, and then we will show our how our system does work and our database circles, and then we will show you the entity relationship diagram. Now we will start with Irem for the main page.
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I will talk about the main page today. As you see, our design is so useful and easy. At the top, there are login and sign up buttons, and there is a search button, but I will come back these buttons later. Let's look at these parts. As you see, groups are categorized among themselves. At first, there are some categories. If you click one of them, for example, adventure, we can select adventure, let's say, and then we can see all registered adventure books. Let's come back and look at the other group, the most popular books. There's a special thing. There are the most popular books are ordered by score, which registered books. If you click one of them, for example, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and then you can see some knowledges about this book, such as ISBN number or score, summary, or other, and so on. In this part, you can see all registered books. And the next one, there are the most popular users. Who ordered by score like the most popular users. If you click one of them, you can see this user's profile. For example, the first user, Göksu Bay. And the last part, I said that I will come back. There's a search button, as you see. If you want to search any book or other, you should just click it and write whatever you look for about in the text file. For example, let's look at for Harry Potter. Yes, Harry Potter. We can see all Harry Potter books which registered, or we can search any other. For example, yes, Rowling. As you see, we can see whatever you want. Now, Göksu will talk about the login and sign up buttons.
Yes, the first thing to do is we need to sign up the database of the system. So I'm going to create a test user. The email is my email, and the password is not necessary for now. And now I'm going to choose a profile picture, then I will submit it. Then when I go to the login, Here's the deal. If I forget the password, we have a forget password system. For example, I'm gonna use it right now. I have just inserted the email to the system. Which is this, and when I clicked it, submit, an email has just sent to my exact email. It's here, as you see. Wait a minute. I have two screens and it's so complicated for now. Wait, there is an internet connection problem. Sorry about that. Yes. While clicking it, yeah, as you see, my token is in here. Can you see, guys? Can you see?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, okay. Okay, while I entered the token, it, wait a minute. Okay, sorry about some problem. My internet connection is not good right now. I will. Okay. Now I need to get a token. Yeah. This must be it, I think. While entering this, this must be redirect me, but I don't know why the reason it cannot directly. Anyway, after changing the password, I will show you later from the database. We can access our user system, and then as you see, we have categories in here. While clicking it, we can see the books. And Ceren talked about this category system. Ceren, it's on you.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Göksu, can you open category pages?
Okay.
I think.
Yes, Ceren, are you here?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
In the category pages, we can see the sorted categories first, and we have links to related categories. When we click on the relevant category, the books of that category are listed. In the same way, we can go to the related book with the links that lead to the books. When we come to the order pages, can you open the order pages?
Right.
When we come to the order pages, the orders are listed, and when we click on the order, it shows the information of the relevant order, such as date of birth, score, all books. Also, score is the average of the author's book score. And we can see how many books the author has in the parentheses. Now, Fatih will continue with the book pages.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Göksu, can you open the all books page?
Yeah, okay, right.
Yes, in the all book page, we can see all books in the database. And if we choose any book on home page or another page of our project, it redirects to book information page. In this page, there are lots of informations about the book. Its order, ISBN, summary, score, category, release date, and image that comes from database. Score is the count of points that given by users. Also, this page including the review system of books. A user can add a review. And Göksu show this. Also, a user can remove the review. When a user removes their own review, the point added before for the book is decreased. User have to give a point when add a review. User cannot remove other users' reviews, and in this page, user can like or dislike other users' reviews and cannot like or dislike their own reviews. If we did not log in, we cannot add a review or cannot do another operations on this page. We can just see the book informations and other users' reviews. In the remaining part, Göksu will give you some informations about our database informations and relationships.
Yes, now here's the admin issues for our website, and now first we need to log in as an admin. If we do not do that, the page has a warning like a no permission or something like that. Yeah, in the admin system we can add a book, add author, and add category, or we can change book information, other information, or user information. For example, I will change my username like this. When I click submit, yeah, it is changed in the user database. And this is same as the author list and the book list. So I will show you that how to add the book on the system. So I will open my folder to add book. Okay. To do adding books, first we need to add category and add author. I prefer first add category named thriller, and here's the photo of the thriller. Now, if we go to the category page, we can see our category in here. Now I want to add a new author named Harvard Politics Lovecraft, as named H.P. Lovecraft. Date of birth is this. And here is the about system. I'm gonna choose an image and click in submit. And now our author is in here, as you see. And now I can add a book. Now the ISBN number is this, and book name is Call of Cthulhu. The release date is 3rd of February 1928, and the summary is something like this. we can choose a picture, the cover book, I mean. We can choose a category in here and order in here, then submit it. Now we can see our book in the system in here, as you see. And while logging in as a user, and I'm gonna put a review here and point it at. Yeah, okay. Now here's a big thing. When I go to the admin page, we can delete the author. But to do that, first we need to delete the book because, okay, here's the database things. We need to delete the book first because book and author are linked each other with the foreign key. And the book and review are linked with the foreign key as well. So when I click delete button, it's gone. And while I come here, we cannot see the books and review as well. It's coming from the database because foreign key and why linked like as the foreign key and author and the books, the database can permission us to delete that, but we can delete the foreign key first. It is okay. And now I'm gonna show you how database works and some sample codes. Oh, wait a minute. Can you see it now? Oh wait,
No,
my
the only
my
I
problem.
just see
Okay.
here. Yep. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Right now, I'm showing some information here in the book list. Here is our circle. For to delete a book, we need to delete review, which is linked that certain book, because as I said, they have linked with the foreign key. We use the delete from circle where ISBN equals ISBN parameter in here, and review query is equals delete from review where book ID is ISBN, which is in here as well. And also we have auto list page. In here we need to use a subquery in here because ISBN information is not in this page. So to pull that from the database, we need to use order ID information from which is in this page. And then Fatih are going to talk about book operation, book list, and review system. Fatih, you go on.
Yes. Wait a minute. In this page, we use the ISBN number for the database, and we can show you all books on the all books page. Can you open the book info page? Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'm on it.
In this page, when a user click a book, we take this book IDs on other pages and use it for this page, and use it for shows all information about the book on book info page. For example, score, or other, release date, and image, etc. And this page includes review system, and it redirects us book comment.php. Can you open book comment.php, Göksu? In this page, there are some values about the user and session ID. Session ID is login. When a user logged into our system, session ID is not null, and it's equal to user ID. And if the statement is true, user can delete a review, because it means that the review is users.
Yeah, okay, thanks for your information. And I forgot to mention about the ban system from the our page. I'm gonna show that right now. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, admin login again. Okay, in user list, you can ban another user. I'm gonna ban which one? Now this one. I mean, we need to and type a reason like okay, like this. While clicking ban, okay, user is gone, but where? It's not deleted from the database. Actually, it moved from another table, which is not in the user list. So while going the main page and try login, we need the error message like you have been banned. The reason is shown in here. So I'm gonna show our database in the phpMyAdmin. In here, yeah. First, I'm gonna start with the admin page. Admin is permitted by the superadmin, which can access the database directly, and it has the ID, username, admin, and password. ID is the primary key, username is the unique key. Password is hashed, by the way. It's not exactly this one. Actually, it's like admin, but it changed with hashed. And our page, we have ID, which is primary key. Name is the unique key, as you see. And here's the important thing is the photo aren't stored in the database system. Directory of the photo is the store in the database, because we don't want database to store huge photos. Instead of that, we can store it in the server, which is in my computer right now. So we can pull information here, and our PHP file read that information and show the images us. And here, yeah, ban system I'll talk about here. ID is the primary key, as always, and username and email is the unique key. And as I mentioned, in here, actually, there is a username is the Göksu Bayram, but then I banned it and moved it from here, because if we delete it directly, then user cannot know what they happened in their account, or they forgot the password or not. They can't know that. So we created a banned user table and moved the users who are banned. And book table is the ICBN, as you know, is the primary key. Name is not unique key in here, because there might be a book that has the same name without the different authors. And also author ID is the foreign key in here. While clicking it, you will redirect from that author, as you see. And also category ID is in the primary key, as you see. And what else? Yeah, review system. In the review system, ID is primary key, as you see, and book ID is the foreign key, because we need to reach the book ID from the database. To do that, we need to declare book ID as a foreign key as ICBN. So the last thing is the users. Users has the primary ID, and username and email is the unique key, which is not the same from another role, because if they are same, they must be, if they are duplicated, there must be the problem for our system and our website. So last thing I'm gonna show you is entity relationship diagrams, which is in here. Yeah. Yes. Starting from books. Book, as you see, a book has only one category, but category has many books, because one book cannot have more than one category. We don't want to, because it causes a problem for our surgeon system. Author has many books, but book has only one author. And as you see, a book has many reviews and many has many books. User is also same, but is a different thing. User can have a review or not, but only have one review, not more than one. It can be 0, but not more than one. Forgotten password system is also same. We created a token, and then user can, by clicking forgotten password, the email has sent to the users. Then token has kept in here while clicking it, and if it is matched, this will be gone. And also, one user only have one token. If it created more than one token, if token that has been created before are gone, are being deleted. Yeah. Thanks for listening for us. Thanks for your patience. If any question, you may ask via chat or voice chat.
Anybody have any questions? Right. Is there a question? Is a comment? Okay. Yep. You guys got a question? Sure. In the conversation page, Dokan has a question.
Okay. I would like to ask a question. In the again, there was no field as book ID in the author. Yeah, there must be a mistake in the database. Yeah, you are right. You mentioned which one? Wait. There was in the author. Okay, I'm gonna show that. Yeah, actually, we are not using it. Actually, it must be gone. We forgot that it is from the old database. I mean, the prototype database. We forgot to delete it, but we already don't use that. Yeah, we pull the rows or the data from here, which is in the author ID. Author has no book ID because it must be duplicated, and it's like a UNF or 1NF database system, but we don't want to do that because our database system has created in the 3NF diagram. So yeah, it is a mistake. Yeah, thanks for your question.
Yeah, good question, Dokan. I have a question that I wrote down here. So notice in your ER diagram, a user can only have one review, so a user can only review one book. I'm confused on that relationship.
Which one?
So you have in the user to review
Yes.
entities, you have that a user can have only one review, but a review can have many users. So
Yeah.
a user can only review one book. I'm confused.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's a confusing fact because user can only have one review for a book, for one book. Actually, if there are two books, user can put a review for one to another one. Actually, user have more than one reviews, but for a certain book.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I see that
Yeah,
now.
okay. Yeah, this is for confusing part for creating the ER diagram. I know that, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I did have another. So a couple of our requests were like we wanted to have contributors for like an author and an illustrator, and also the list of languages that a book was translated into. Did you guys have time to implement that, or I didn't see any information about that in the presentation?
Could you please ask again? I can't hear you clearly.
Oh, sorry. The two requests that we had put in there about the contributors. So like you have an author and an illustrator for some books where some books have drawings in them, but then also the other request was seeing a list of languages that a book has been translated into. So like some books get translated into multiple languages.
Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, actually we design our database like English languages book, so we don't create about that.
Okay.
It's for only English books. I mean, in English.
All right. So none of you can get Turkish books in your system, huh?
No, only English ones.
Okay.
And the ISBN number is also a version of the English covers.
I see. Okay, cool. One final note. I noticed that your icon, your image for what was it, the adventure or whatever the first book category, it looks familiar. Like it looks like one of you.
Yeah, it's me. It's my illustrator.
Yeah, it looks like you're playing a game and you're
Yeah.
you're listening to music.
Yeah, see.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much. All right, so we'll unless there's any other questions, I don't see anybody. So all right, so we'll pull up the next group then. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so the next group, guys, is going to be, let's see, pull it up. It's the group 4 inventory of a shopping website. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull you guys up. Ebru, Murat, John, and Okan. And actually, this will be the last presentation today. And Okan Yıldız, right? Is that right? Okan Yıldız? Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, so would you guys, if you're ready, just go ahead and start.
Okay, Ebru, Okan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yes.
here.
We are having fun for the beginning. Okay, hello and welcome to our presentation. It's nice to have you here with us today. I'm Murat Can Kurt and I have my teammates Okan Yıldız and Ebru Zümrüttaş with us in the meeting. Today, we believe and hope this meeting will be beneficial for both of us. We would like to introduce the expanded and upgraded final version of the database system, which we have discussed with the IT members before. But before everything, before diving into the subject, I would like to start with the mission statement. Mission statements are crucial, like knowing who you are. I would like you to have a look at this mission statement of simplebyte.com. And now, please have a look at our mission statement too. So, as it is obvious, at least it is obvious for us to emphasize that our top prior motivation is to contribute achievement of the mission statement of simplebyte.com, which brings us to our mission statement that leads how we should focus on our approach to a project. So how we found out? How did we develop our project? What did we build our project on? Well, we built everything on the fact that it is all about the functionality of the system and how it is designed. To decide specifications and abilities, we had to collect every information we could reach, and to do so, we used various fact-finding techniques, including examining related documents, gaining information from customers, from personnel, from suppliers, and so on, and compare the competent companies. It could be said that we built our database in the light of your requisites of your mission statement.
Hello everyone, I'm Ebru. And here I want to talk about SWOT analysis that we made for Analyze Your Company in that side of data that we're working on. And here are some facts. Well, when we look at your strengths, data is already available for us to use it. Meaning you got your goal, just you don't know how to use it. Also, data is adequate for both of us to read it and create a plan on it, just with a good understanding. So you started to create your market share. It is time for you to want more and time to develop. When we look at your weaknesses, you cannot keep track of your inventory turnover. That means you don't know exact details about how many times you replace inventory because you cannot trace the road between suppliers and customers. Your data holding process is kind of inefficient, and independently processing data causes cost of time and creates misjudged data readings. Well, there is opportunities, thankfully, and this is the time that you need to make a move forward. Market is growing and there's an open shares that needs to be filled. Customers are there waiting for you and they started to know you. Let's give them your best. And with an efficient database system, your business will be evolved. But there are some threats. There are some serious competitors out there and with a better system. You need to prepare. Also, growing is all about moving forward with solid, meaningful steps which require understanding and learning from plain data that is reliable. We can move on. How will our project affect your business? As our main keywords, design and normalization is very important. What these keywords will make you gain is you will not waste your storage, also keep your data simple for analyzing it. You will not duplicate anything, but also you will not lose any data too. Every one of the data is forward us the facts. We cannot afford to lose it. So you are going to be ensured by your data's consistency. System will not allowed you to inconsistent entries and warn us already with what you have. Data consistency is the difference between great business success or it can be a great failure. As a result, rely on your data, analyze your business, which will lead you to create a future from today. We can move on. What we fixed in your system. This is a very important part because your suppliers and customers are in the same database now. System keep track of your inventory turnover, also balance within costs and revenues of your company. Please go on. Also, your inventory system is reliable now. Your data are synchronized with referential integrity of database system. You cannot delete or update or even add a data by mistake. Now it all have to be consistent. So when you need data, you can access any deliverable of it, and you can trust it. Also, the database system connects your departments. Human mistakes are not rare, but our project is here for prevent it. So different departments now can add data or do their relevant job without knowing the connection because our project system will warn if there is any inconsistency. Also, keep only the data you need. Storage cost is optimized. With the data size you own, you need to be careful. Keeping only the data you need not just optimize your storage cost, but also gives you the clarity. Don't look at it just some information that you have plenty of it. It tells you what to sell, who is your supplier that gave you more, and what was past look like, and what is the future will look like, especially on your business. Your data is your source to do your business the best. What did we create and present it to your IT department? Here is the first version that we delivered to your IT department. Firstly, there were 13 tables exist, as you can see. We keep your data and insert these data to our database design. These tables are all referred to data relevancy that is stored. What we want to achieve is a plain and full representation of your inventory system. As you can see, the tables connect with each other that they are relevant with. With these relations, we have full control of your database system and create referential integrity and a result, normalization of the database system. We keep your data at lowest possible numbers without duplication or inconsistency. I will not talk about the relationships of these tables because the final version is set, but we evolved the project as you want us to create, so in the following part of the final version will be presented.
Hi to everyone. In order not to bore you with technical details, I will pass this part quickly. We had already discussed these details with your technical stuff, as my friends mentioned before. We used MySQL technology relational database management system to create your database. There are another example of database management systems. Why did we choose this technology? First of all, it has a very flexible and powerful user access authorization system. It can work on many different platforms and accessible in many programming languages. Especially when the traffic increase, database traffic increase, its scale can be adjustable horizontally or vertically. It is fast, easy to use, and it can easily work with multiple CPU. It provides also uninterrupted service. And finally, it has open source flexibility. After fulfilling your requests, we modified the architecture of the data model. What did change since the last time we met? Let's look at what we have. Here is the final data model of the company. We removed one relation of the first model. It has now 12 relations and 11 relationships. First group, related to product. Category is the main category of the product. For example, cosmetics, electronics. Product category is the subcategory of the product. For example, makeup, skincare, perfumes. Product can be one of the skincare. For example, Nivea. Other relation is supplier. We considered that any product can be provided by more than one supplier. Other relation is stock data. You will be able to keep track of how much stock remain from which product, and for this product, the status of the requests made to the suppliers. We have also three relations related with the customers. Because customers may have more than one contact address and credit card, you will also be able to keep track of them. We keep orders data in two relations. Another important part of the selling transaction is shipment. With this relation, the status of orders can be checked by the users. Can move on. Why we design database with these relations and relationships? To cover all data used in the entire business processes at the company, and to cover all entities involved in these business processes. We have determined these relations and relationships. To reduce data redundancy, and besides, to reduce data redundancy and undesirable update, insertion, and deletion anomalies, we put them into well-organized form by normalization and by using integrity enhancement features.
Now we're here to understand the scope of the project. We can move on. This is a diagram that after we created database, we want you to see the bigger picture and understand our project. As you can see, we have 12 tables now. We want to keep the privacy in credit cards. Only the customer itself will be granted, but you can keep the credit card in our database system. As you can see, we have contact and customer tables. That's because a customer can have many contact address or telephone, but we don't want it to duplicate each time. There are different shipments, one for the suppliers and one for the orders that will receive to customers. So keep track of everything you want. Order details and customer contacts and products that sold in the same order stored at different relations, all because they have connection, but now they can be kept at minimum storage. These are just examples that we designed this way to reducing storage costs, time you need, and complexity, for gaining you more understanding of your inventory database system. You can move on. What did change since the last time we met? Now you have all the data you need to keep track of the shipping costs. Also, you have the interface of user who wants to review all the product that received. Also, when we come to the what we change, as Okan said, we don't want to get in too much technical, but as your IT department requests, we want to show you that this query. We add new column to the shipment table and we create a relationship by adding a foreign key to the order detail. Now you can see your shipment cost. Also, what Okan I mentioned about referential integrity here, you can see on the delete or update command, which are restrict, checks and balance that created database and ensure that data in the table are synchronized and remain synchronized. This is also very important too. We can move on. What you have requested is listed in here and all can be seen, but also we include some more aspects to your project and we want to present them. We can go on. When the product is received, the user can review the product on the system. Okay, here is our interface simulation. This is a page of user interface and customers profile options are seen on the screen in this picture. We are in MLMS profile right now, which cannot be seen publicly on the system. Here, Emre clicks on the My Orders and then choose within the filter what she wants to display. As you can see here, product received her are listed in the right. Also, what happens behind the scene shown in the under of it. The query has a basic select command actually, and the result derived from the data that received date. If received date is null in that case, order is not received to the customer, and in reverse, customer get the products. So interface takes the input from customer and adds to the query, as we can see, and then run the query and displays the products on the customer profile. Displaying credit card information to the customer. Again, we are here at MLM profile interface. So she opens her profile and clicks on payment methods. As she clicks on the segment behind the scene, her customer ID becomes input for the query, and system runs the query and displays the result. The important point in here, only the customer can see the credit card information of her or his own, because this view only granted for them. As you can see more, there are three options: change, delete, and add. What she's seen is what she added before to the database.
And now let's assume that our customer Emre wants to add a credit card, add another credit card information. Emre clicked on add button at the previous screen, and she entered her credit card information. And when she clicks on save button, the interface checks the banking system if the given information is valid. Is there a credit card with the given info? And if it is yes, then sends this query to the database behind the scene. We can also list requests received from suppliers. This is our imaginary interfaces administration panel, and an authorized personnel uses this screen, this menu. And we assume that the personnel clicks the requests button and then selects some filters. In our example, the personnel selects the received products and selects the month for May. March, I'm sorry. When they select these specifications, behind the scene, the interface sends this query to our database. The database sends this list result of the query back to the interface, and the interface shows us what we desired. Another example, another request was listing suppliers and orders from a specific supplier. Let's assume that our personnel clicked on the suppliers button on their interface, and the interface fetches all the suppliers list from the database by a select query and lists 5 supplier on each page. And there are we assume that there are some buttons to make some processes next to each supplier, and our personnel clicks the orders button. Behind the scene again, this query is sent to the database, and this answer is get from the database, which is, we assume that the supplier is Monster Computer Inc. and the products received from the supplier are these Monster Computer versions products. We can list customers with shopping statistics. Various listings can be made. Again, in our imaginary interface, our personnel clicks on the customers button, and this time he checks all customers, no filter. Then all the customers list are brought to our interfaces list. Behind the scene, this query is sent to the database. And as we can do some calculations here too. For example, ML Emre has 3 orders in different dates, and the total cost of her shopping is this price. We can do calculations like this.
Another request was a way to change the price of a product. On administration interface, user can choose the product option on the left side of the page. When the user enters the search criteria in search text box, search criteria can be any part of the product name. And click on the search button, it sends first query below the page to the database. This query will return the list of products that contain the search criteria together with their details. After that, if the user click on the update price button next to the product, the save text box will be active. Users can enter the new price of the product in this box. Then clicking on the save button sends the second query. Then it means new price has been set. The other request, a way to remove a product from the system. Again, on the administration interface, to get the product to be removed, search process on the previous slide can be performed. Then, if the user click on the delete button next to the product, user is direct to the confirmation question. If the user click on the yes delete button, second query will be sent to the database. It means that the selected product is removed. Actually, we don't remove the product from the database. We make it flagged, or we make it invisible for the possibility of using in the future times.
Okay, is that all? Of course, that's not all. I would like to remind you, these are not boundaries of our system. These are just some basic examples represented with a simple imaginary interface. In addition, most of these listings may be done by a single click by creating some so-called views from them, which is simply adding a line to our query. Our database is simple enough to understand and adapt, functional, flexible, and future compatible.
As in the future, as the last sentence of my last sentence, in the future, modifications supposed to be made over these database will not cause any data loss due to our robust and well-designed database structure. And this structure will enable you to build required datasets, any dataset that will be useful for the company to improve advertisement, selling, and marketing strategies.
So why you should invest to the technology that transform your company? To analyze data correctly, and you have to design your system wisely. So invest our project means invest your future. As a conclusion, today we discussed about technology, about your business, and how with an efficient way of database management system, how much you can move forward. Our job is to give you everything that you need to analyze from database. We gave you simple but most efficient design. All you have to do is analyze and use it. As a conclusion, we present you how you can step into your future. Have a good day, and if you have any question, we would like to answer them. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys very much. So we have a question. Oh, we have a comment. Maybe you should respond to this comment that's on the chat page over here.
That's not a bit. That's nothing.
Okay, Mr. Said Ebrar said that all of the credit card numbers should not be visible. Yes, he is right, but as we said, this is an imaginary and simple taste of our product, and that request can be fulfilled also.
Okay.
No, it's actually, the credit cards are in the system, but when a user get in the interface and her or his ID gets the granted, let's say, for that view. So nobody in the system can actually see that credit cards. And also, CVV is always, the customer has to write it as an input. We don't have them to. So of course there's another aspects for crypto algorithm, but as we can just think about the database system, we prepare it like that.
And there are security programs or security codes services that can be bought, such as SSL 128 encryption service, while information transaction and MySQL database offers different levels of securities for different kinds of user groups.
All right, thank you. I have a question, and I want to follow it up with a final comment. One is, so the question is, when you went to delete the customer, so I noticed that you click on the button, say delete, but you did an update on a flag. Why didn't you delete from the database? Why did you do this
Because-
update flag thing?
Because the default value of the flag is 1. We set it to 0, and in the selection queries that are bring us the products, the selection query search for flag value is 1, not 0.
So in the system, but you can say it if you don't want.
Yeah, but why not just delete it from the database? Why do this flag thing?
There are several reasons for that, we can say.
We may
Every
want to do it again as a simplest way. We don't want to lose it temporarily. We can use it again, so we want to keep them on the system.
Okay, thank you very much. So I don't have any other questions, and I'm assuming the silence says no one else does either, and you guys are the last group. I do want to make a comment. I noticed that in one of your example slides, on part of the order was toilet paper rolls, and I thought that was funny based on in my home country how many people are trying to buy them up and they can't find it right now. So maybe they can order them from you.
Good. Okay, thank you.
lack of toilet rolls.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. Well, that'll be it for today. On Thursday, we will continue on with more groups. And so thank you guys very much for your time. As soon as this video is done being processed, I will post it to both the Microsoft Stream server and then also to the YouTube channel as well. And then I will also post the other videos that I've received too, so you guys can view those and review them. And that's it. All right. Have a good couple of days, and I'll see you on Thursday.